NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
We know how.
Another coronavirus wave sweeping California and San Diego. Tonight, doctors say we may be heading into one of the worst public health emergencies. That's after all of the stuff we've already been through, all the mask wearing, social distancing, and all the rest of that, but it's true. Thanks for joining us for the Nightly Check-In. I'm Mark Mullen.
It is concerning. It keeps us up at night. We're very worried about it. And, these unfortunately worst case scenarios are not a hypothetical anymore.
As more business restrictions will soon be in place here in San Diego County, there is concern about the virus getting worse, and that is worrying doctors. San Diego County coronavirus data shows that ICU capacity is creeping up. Sharp Rees Steely, Dr. Abi Aluladi, stresses concerns of healthcare workers getting sick. She says if there is a rise and not enough beds, it won't matter how strong treatments are. San Diego ICU nurse Mariana Cisneros, for example, battled COVID-19 herself in the hospital for 6 days. She is since recovering at home, but says she's continuing to deal with long-haul symptoms, as they call it, from the virus.
To be honest with you, I didn't think I was going to make it out alive. It was really tough. I was praying. That's all you can do when your body is just failing you in every way possible.
And that's a healthcare provider. So here in California, cases have now crossed statewide the 1 million mark, and more than 10 million cases have been confirmed in the U.S. At times counting well over 100,000 cases a day as the virus surges across the country. In an effort to reduce the spread of the virus, health leaders are urging people once again, and especially now, avoid large group settings, keep your distance, wear a mask. You've heard it all before. This weekend, places of worship cannot hold indoor service. For some, this means pivoting back to outdoor or online service just weeks from the Christmas season. Reverend Mark Hargraves presides over the St. James by the Sea Episcopal Church right here in La Jolla. Unlike other centers of worship, Episcopalian churches never moved back inside, keeping services outdoors. And with cases resurging in San Diego County, Hargraves is already well into planning an outdoor Christmas service.
I think COVID's going to give us an opportunity to create some new traditions and find new ways of celebrating Christmas. And the Christmas story is one that wasn't planned, certainly from Mary and Joseph's point of view, a long way out. So they made it up as they went along. They arrived in Bethlehem and Mary gave birth in a place they weren't expecting. So actually, I think that the way our Christmas preparations are going this year, when we're not quite sure how it's going to be and what might be possible, I think that actually is an entirely appropriate and fitting way of remembering that first Christmas story.
So there you are. Unlike the Episcopalian Church, the Catholic Diocese did move services indoors, at least for the last several months. They will have to move, though, everything back outside for the first time again this weekend, as we have been reporting. The mayor of National City wants researchers to find a COVID-19 vaccine, and she intends to help them do it. Major Alejandra Sotelo Solis says tomorrow she will be joining the UC San Diego Johnson & Johnson drug trial.
I'll be getting the vaccine or saline, and I'll say ouch to both.
The vaccine trial will be taking place in this parking lot at El Toyon Park in National City. Mayor Sotelo Solis says she decided to do it in part to help build trust in her own community.
For me as a leader, I think it's important to demonstrate, again, trust in the system and trust in the science of what is the vaccine.
Organizers are recruiting 60,000 people around the world to take part, 2,000 right here in San Diego. The site in National City is scheduled to operate through 2022. We have a link on our website if you'd like to learn more, NBC7.com. Hard times have fallen on many San Diegans, forced to come to terms with the difficult situations brought on by the virus. But one sixth grader is using his writing skills to help our community during this time of crisis. 11-year-old Arden Pala from Francis Parker School has just written the third installment of his picture book series titled The Adventure of Noah's Flying Car Through Mexico. Arden says he's experienced bullying in the past for being different and wanted to write a book that embraces those differences. In the book, Arden chronicles his adventure to Mexico and how much fun he had.
There's so many problems in the world that some people, I want to solve at least a few of them and help solve them. So I felt like, why don't we just donate?
Arden Rocks, he says he is looking to take the proceeds raised and donate it to the San Diego COVID-19 Response Fund, which is currently raising money for nonprofits dedicated to assisting people affected by the pandemic. His teacher, Mrs. Robinson, also played an instrumental role in making this book happen. Not that Mrs. Robinson. It is chilly now, but we are anticipating a weekend warm-up. Let's check in with Dagmar with your first alert weather forecast.
Looking at your Friday, you are in for really another beautiful fall day throughout San Diego County. We'll end up seeing temperatures in the mid-60s now, eking up just a touch as we head towards the weekend. Inland valleys, you'll be in that upper 60 range. Mountains still at about the mid-50s, so a crisp day at elevation. In the deserts, you'll see a beautiful day there in Borrego Springs and Ocotillo Wells. Sunny skies from start to finish, and you'll be at about that mid to upper 70 mark. Still dry throughout the region, so please do keep that in mind. Again, we're still looking at elevated fire weather conditions, but nonetheless a beautiful Friday in store for all of us.
NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE. Bill Howe. We know how.
Time for a new water heater? Call Bill Howe, San Diego's most trusted plumber since 1980. So whether you are looking at a traditional tank or a tankless water heater, you know who to call.
Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE. Bill Howe. Because
We know how.
Every November, thousands of people pack the Old Globe's Copley Plaza for the lighting of a Dr. Seuss-inspired Christmas tree. Obviously, they can't do that exactly this year. Sorry, because of the pandemic, but the Old Globe has found a creative way to make sure that the Grinch does not steal this Christmas tradition.
Oh, I see what you're saying, that bare spot right there in between the...
So today, the staff at the Old Globe, hard at work, making sure every inch of the tree was merry and bright. The lighting typically coincides with the Globe's production of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This year, the ceremony will take place virtually. Associate Artistic Director Justin Waldman says they wanted to get the tree up so everyone can enjoy it in person over the holidays.
We had planned on doing this actually next week was the day we were going to install it, but because Purple Tear was looking like it was looming on the horizons, we updated our timeline to make sure that we got it up, because we know how important it is.
You can watch the tree lighting ceremony on the Old Globe's Facebook page a week from Sunday. That is November 22nd at 6 p.m. Baseball season may be over, but our On Friar podcast is just getting started. The team just released a new episode tonight about what should have gone the Padres' way last month, and Darnay and Derek kind of processed their wish list for free agency, sort of like a podcast group therapy. It's pretty good, though. I'm Mark Mullen. Thanks for watching. Be safe. Have a good night.